Hey, welcome to the Sacred Heart Valley March first event. And we're diving really deep, and today we are going to talk about the matrix or the matrices. And I know that when Jamal and I we were talking about collaborate the second event, and it was just mutual. I think it's called a mutual collaboration and co-creation. We had the first event in February, and this one coming to very natural. And we are diving in deep today. Why am I talking about deep? Because when we talk about the matrices, is a lot of the things or feeling or senses that we can feel and we can see as well, the pattern. So there are a lot, and I will also welcome Jamal to be on the screen, and as well that to thank you for the collaboration of this, because in Sacred Heart Valley, normally we are doing a very like a soft and gentle circle and gathering, but I also wanted to make myself brave and courageous to be able to talk about these important information, knowledge, wisdom that I have experienced and also experiment of all of these for like probably past 2 years. But without saying even further, I'd like to introduce Jamal on the screen, and also to want to hear of how these matrices unfold in his journey, in his deep spiritual journey.
Thank you.
Welcome, Jamal.
Hi, everyone. Thank you very much, Lillian. I really appreciate this opportunity, and I'm really grateful for the space you provide for people like me to come, learn, and share whatever we feel is right at that moment. In my understanding, this information been around for many, many thousand years, but right now it's coming to collective consciousness. So what we call so-called, let's call them service to self people, which they run the show, or they've been running the show, they had access to this information for many, many years, and they knew how to use it and how to manifest and create whatever we can see right now in our reality. But this is a time for us start sharing all this information, start sharing who we really are, and start expanding our consciousness and basically help collective consciousness of humanity to grow, expand, and access more levels and higher levels of frequency and information. So what I understand and know about Matrix is very important. I mean, it was very important for me when I kind of remembered some and I start learning some and experiencing some. First of all, let's go back and start with what is Matrix and unpack it from there. So Matrix, again, this is my understanding, and please see whatever resonates with you, take it. Whatever doesn't resonate, just drop it there. So Matrix to me is like a operating system for this planet. And every planet, they have their own matrix. That's their operating system. That's what gives us mutual experience. That's what allow us to see, let's say, trees as the same shape or color, or experience the ocean as a collective of the humanity. And as I mentioned, every planet have their own matrix, and each planet is connected to other ones, and basically they feed each other and they receive information from each other. And about 15,000 years ago, and again, these dates I'm talking about, as you know, the time, the way we perceive it linear, it doesn't exist. So I'm just throwing these numbers out just to kind of get a little bit of idea. So almost about our time, 15,000 years ago, this planet, planet Earth, was retooled. So basically, after fall of Atlantis, the planet was retooled. Retooled means new operating system or new matrix planned in. A new seeding happened. So what we call this human body, this was created from basically 12 highly intelligent and highly evolved races. So the 12 races, they donate their genetic material to create this, not what we call this human series. This is the latest series which we are embodying right now. And we had this matrix almost about 5,000 years. We experienced it as a collective. And this design was very specific because usually each planet is designed to host one level of consciousness. So let's say we have a planet. If you want to experience 3D consciousness, you go incarnate into that planet and experience the third dimensional consciousness in that planet. And if you want to go to fourth, you go to different planet, different star system, different galaxy. But the Earth was very specifically designed to have a self-evolved mechanism. So it started from a third dimensional consciousness, and it was designed to go all the way up to ninth dimension. That's Earth organic matrix design. So it has this ability to self-evolve. And whatever is in it, the human, all the oceanic kingdom, everything, plant kingdom evolved with it. So what happened was after 5,000 years of having organic matrix, there was an offer made to human collective. And the offer was from, let's call them hybrid race. Some of us know them as the Anunnakis. We don't want to get attached to the names, but just for the sake of knowing. So they came in and they offered the opportunity. They said, okay, we have a system we can offer to the planet, which makes this game of, let's call it Earth human game, more challenging. And you need more skill to kind of play in this realm. But when you finish this game, you are much more evolved and you have much more access to higher consciousness. And it's been offered as an experiment, and we collectively said yes to it. So from there, this inverted matrix was installed on Earth. What I say, sorry, unfortunately, sound is very distorted, incomplete, probably. Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't know how we can fix that. Lillian, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay. So anyhow, where was I? I lost my train. Yes, when this offer was made, we collectively agreed to this experiment, and basically inverted matrix was installed. And what I mean by inverted matrix, the basically inverted matrix made everything backward. So instead of evolving from 3D to 4, 5, so on to the 9, we started de-evolving. So from 3D, which was inverted 3D, some of us, I mean, most of humans de-evolved even to 2D. 2D, that means they don't even know they have a soul. So this is only the body and all the programs playing out. And basically the design was to experience everything backward. So if you look around right now in our reality, let's say we have our medical system. Medical system, instead of helping us to become healthy, basically they made to make us sick and even keep us sick so they can sell us pharmaceutical. Educational system, instead of helping us educate kids, they basically teach kids to obey, teach kids to be in the box. So basically help them to basically devolve instead of helping them to expand. Let's say our government, they're supposed to work for the people and help people. What they do, basically, they work against people and basically they work for their own benefit. So this is all inverted matrix. Everything like spirituality, the religions, they're supposed to help us to connect with the God. But what they did, they basically put some spin in it and they make us separate from the God, which all of us are. So that was the inverted matrix been put in, and we've been experiencing it, playing it, and basically creating with that system for almost 10,000 years now. But finally, all of us as a collective, we decide, okay, we experience whatever we need to experience from this inverted matrix, time to reverse the process and come back and reconnect to our organic matrix. So that's what's been happening. It started from few steps, and finally by December 2019, the stream, it was coming projected from moon. So basically that's another story. The moon was kind of satellite which was projecting the stream of inverted matrix to the earth. But end of 2019, December 2019, that stream was turned off. So basically now what's happening is we have a internal system, which is, some people, they call it ego. So ego is not part of our organic design. It's not part of our organic human operating system. It was installed to our system so we can connect to the inverted matrix and give us the experience of separation and inverted matrix. Now what is happening is we all have that ego operating system within us. So what we are experiencing now is all these old programs, all these belief systems, they are playing out and they're coming to surface for us to see them and release them. So basically by releasing whatever we thought we are, releasing all the old programs and belief systems, we are getting rid of inverted matrix and start connecting to our organic 3D and also 5D matrix. Now in Earth, we have two platforms, 3D, third dimensional consciousness, also 5D, five-dimensional consciousness. Some souls decided they're going to experience the organic 3D because they said they didn't experience the organic 3D. Whatever they experienced, it was inverted 3D. But some decided go to 5D. So we have these two platforms right now available for all of us. And also we have old world, which is inverted. And as we all can see, it's kind of crumbling down. Everything is just collapsing because it's not supported anymore. And the only thing supports that system, that's our ecosystem, which is playing with each other and supporting the old system. Also, there are many humans, some they call them extras, some they call them backdrop people. So these are the people, they don't have an individual soul. So basically they're connected to the matrix and they basically operate from the programs and all whatever they have within them, which is the ecosystem and inverted matrix. And I'm sure if you look around in your reality, you know people who are in that operating system. And there are ones like you're listening to this. We are the one with the multi-dimensional soul, came in to this human experience, And we are here to upgrade the human experience and upgrade this game of human Earth schoolyard, basically. So this is kind of in the nutshell about the matrix, what is organic, what is inverted. And I remember years ago, it was a movie called Matrix. I don't know if you guys seen it or no. And I'm talking about the first one. I think it came out in 1999. That was basically documentary. I mean, if you pay attention to that movie, it was like a disclosure all in that movie. So basically, that's what's happening right now. We are getting rid of old system and connecting to the organic matrix, which is this organic matrix being also connected to different planets in our solar system, and everything is connected to galactic matrix and universal matrix. So this original one been upgrading for years and years, but because of inverted matrix, we've been kind of put in the bubble. Some people call it quarantine because it was very like a closed experiment. So now we are out of that quarantine and we are accessing more of information from our galaxy, from our solar system, from our brother, sister souls from even different universe. So that's what's happening based on my experience, memory, and information.
Thank you, Jamal, for sharing all of these insightful. And I know that Siri Prem here also mentioned about very, very interesting, and I find it fascinating as well, like the way that you share. And so what is the matrices for me is when I tune into the matrices when I knew about the word. So the word, obviously the word matrix coming to the movie first, of course, that I know the movie, but I forgot the storyline of the movie, right? So whenever I tune into these metrics, I see these 0101 coming down, just like that. And then it will go different dimension. It just go in and out. And I can see like a 3D rendering in the environment. And then it will stream down these side, stream down the consciousness, internal different patterns, different symbols, and also like the data. It literally is the data. So I
Yes.
always thinking like, what is coming down? Like what is, it's just like a raindrop, right? But I could see it. I was like, is this like from God? Like coming down with like some beautiful like activation, right? But it doesn't, I don't feel anything in my body. And I was like, okay, I just see this and maybe something that I know. It's sort of like when I don't feel it, this is prior to my spirituality. I can see it, but I don't capture it. And I don't have information. And I don't really ask for it, like ask what is it? And I just sort of like knowing. So my knowing is really strong. So that is part of my strength. So when I step into spirituality, which is only like, I think 4 years ago, and coming into the word matrix again. So this time, this matrix is limitless. The feeling of limitless. But this time the matrix is not only the streaming down, but it's like a network. So I actually saw, so the word, it is a network. So the word network coming in and started to, the light beaming even stronger this time when I see the network. So I was like, oh, okay, it's sort of like responding to me. It's sort of like, yes, I am right. Okay, oh, that thing responding to that thing responding to me, right? So this is what my experiment. So I'm sharing my experiment here. So when I see it's like a network, I was like, oh, it's like an internet, Wi-Fi. And in the car, when so when in the car, when I'm driving, when I actually go to, in the traffic light, I stop there. I see this building antenna. I look up, right? I was like, antenna, network, data, receiving. I was like, that is like telecommunication, TV, radio, wave, frequency, everything, right? It become like this big and bigger and bigger network. I was like, and I go like, wow, this is like, now I'm talking about my own neck is tingling. So I fell into like, this is incredible. But I was like, but what are we actually receiving? Right? Question mark. And I know it's data, but what kind of data are receiving straight into our mind and down into our brain is circulating all of these body parts inside and outside. And then even though that when we speak, because we think of, our data running on our brain, we comprehend and then we speak. I was like, whatever we receive, it will impact what we comprehend. That equal to understanding. I was like, oh, okay, I need to receive a good thing. Just like you said, a good and bad. Like you have like you know, the different one, like the bad one and the good one. I was like, whether it's the good one and the bad one, I was like, I don't know. I don't really receive anything. So this coming to really interesting as when I started to have this feeling through my body and also to the nature, the plant, right? And I see also a different network of the plant, the ocean, the water. So I can connect even deeper from there is, where is this original creations? So I want to, like, I always wanted to go to the root. So I was like, okay, where is the God's source original creation template? And how does that really look at? Like, how does it really look like, right? That we all the children of God. Like we mirroring what God, like which is the Bible said that, you know, like God mirroring what he is and like the features of what he is in mirror to us. So it's like a mirroring. And I was literally going back like this was how I normally do, like inner knowing is I connect the dot. Connect and reconnect. So I ask question and connect, ask question, connect. So coming to my understanding and awareness that God actually, or source, whatever that name is more relate to you, God's source seed in which the seed is coming to, it's sort of like God's seed that planting in within their consciousness, and they do have pairs. So it's like 24, I have these like 12 and 24 pairs of seeds. So with these 12 pairs of seeds, so Jamal, you were talking about 12. So these seeds that come into the consciousness, they come down, they step down to the earth. But before they step down to the earth is all the dimensions of the different constellation. And the first one came to me that very, very close to my heart is Lyra. So in this Lyra, this is just part of the you know, like a multiverse, but is my experience when I journey into this Lyra constellation, that where is this man and woman, because 12 pairs is men and women, right? Seeding is definitely like seeding like having a kids. So what I wanted to say here is men and women, these seed pairs originally is balance and harmony. And when you talk about that word Anunnaki, I was like, oh, we're talking about the name. But of course, we are very humble and we do have this forgiveness and compassion that we gentle, that we do not want to say about the name unless it's different kind of like intention. So with this, I always would say this name as a replacement as the other agenda or other people, right? So I always gonna say that. So when this other people coming in, the smell like, ooh, angelic human, you smell nice, right? Because it's just that we are like full of light, we're full of like divine, right? And we didn't have any distortion before as an original template. So they want to coming in. So this other agenda, the people is, they are part of the fallen, maybe angels, angelic. As I said, it's a fallen agenda. So they have created different names as well. So this is the fallen part, right? Because they do not connected or they're disconnected from God. They don't have the divine energy within them. So they are like, they need to attach to somebody with the high frequency and smell nice, right? And feel good. So this is like an energy attachment, like a parasite. You think about it this way. So there will be coming into whether they're attached to the man or they're attached to the woman, right? But along the way, they come with a very good intention that said, okay, I can help you. So when they're helping along the way, this other agenda, do you have greed? They're very greedy because of this egoic pattern or this low density reversing code. Is emotional code. It's sort of like greedy, hatred. It becomes imbalanced. It literally all of these negative feeling emotions or what they do, it becomes imbalanced. So masculinity and femininity, they become imbalanced. So this is like when who can produce the children? The woman. So the woman holding this creation as internal of the womb. What they birth the baby is their baby. So they will love to have angelic human babies. So because they cannot produce all these good energy, they do not have these, they're always like, they don't have these connecting to source, but they said that they will love to partner with a divine source or divine vessel so that they can produce the generation. Many lifetimes, beyond of time, right? So of course, they will say that they will break some of the relationship. So what does that really mean is they will attack the man. They will say that women attack into this name. So sort of like understanding is that women, if you don't come to me, I will kill your man. I will kill your dad. I'll kill your son. I'll kill everybody, all the male, the masculinity. And then because women will say that, oh, I love my man so much. I love my dad so much. I love all the men so much. Because the 12th seed, it is supposed to get a union. You've been separated. So they follow the different agenda people. They call breeding program coming in. And that become part of a different matrix. So for the man, what happened to the man? You think that the man will be saved? Because the people said that, if you go with me, you men will be saved. No. The men all being killed. Because they don't need it. So it's either be slavery, torturing, but most of us is killed. And that brought into the current lifetime on earth, why there's imbalance between masculinity and femininity. And in between that timeline, how long is that timeline? That is created a lot of imbalance, galactic war. The wars are coming in. And then not only that, they create, everybody thinks that I'm the God. I'm the God, I'm the God. So who think that they're the God, they have a group of people going and create another matrices. Another God coming, another matrices. So that it become service to self. So that is what I understanding of matrices, and then they form into a different name of it. So it's just like, like different group, like Anunnaki, a reptilian, draconian, or they combined. It's like reptilian Draco. They are like breeding and breeding. It's growing, like the birth and birth and birth. And that become like a distorted genetic mutation. Disconnect from God. Literally disconnect. So what does that really mean to us in a human on earth? So when I share this, right, whether you feel into the seed, where is this, that are you part of that seed? Whether you have this breathing problem, hybrid, especially from femininity, like I'm talking about female, women, the agreement, the contract is still very, very thick and tight, really thick like a knot for unconscious within the unconsciousness. So now we in a human, like you said, that we've been rising up because it's a lot suffering that our human body will get sick. And those that will feel they do not want to feel, they will run away. And that is all coming into these emotion seed of fear programming, mind control programming, slavery programming, poverty programming. And those are also called collective consciousness. It's like a matrices. Let's say we look at these slavery matrices. When you actually landed in or you are part of it, you have this fear programming of I don't have enough. I'm not worthy. This is like the ego pattern, the judgment. It's just all of these swimming in these matrices around that we cannot see. But it's actually, you could feel it. Where is this mind control thing coming in? Is that we've always said that, oh, it's not you. It's definitely not you, but where is that coming from? So I'm gonna pause here. So that is where, sort of like from, I don't know from where, because it's like I don't have the years, but I feel like that is just the organic of the God source template of seed of templates of organic, because it's like organic and inorganic. We also need to in like differentiate what is the organic life and inorganic life, because our eye can be illusioned, and whether it's manifestation, it can be, because manifestation is from the thought, holographic, and all of that, it actually also in the matrices. So, which is also concerned. Yeah.
Sorry, can I jump in for quickly?
Sure.
Again, my understanding, this is our experiment, and we need to remember this is the duality realm, and we chose to be here.
Yeah.
So I don't see myself as a victim, and I don't see anybody as a fallen angel. We all chose to play a role. I mean, I have a memory. I don't know about you guys. I have a memory of playing the both roles. I played both roles in order to understand the whole, let's call victimizer. For me, in order to understand and experience the freedom, I played both roles. I played slave and I played the slave driver. I played both of them in order to understand the whole concept of freedom. So in order to understand in this duality realm, usually we go and start from opposite end. So let's say I'm here to experience freedom. I go and choose the country like Middle East with all the limitations and go experience and start from there and experience all the limitations, all the slavery, all the separation. And from there, I start desiring freedom. And then from that desire, I start creating and experiencing the full freedom. That's how duality works. That's how it's been working for many, many years. And this is all experience, and this is all playing the role. When you go to higher dimensions, everything is source God energy. Nothing exists outside of the source. And there is no judgment. What here we call service to self and service to others, this is just two sides of the same experience. Some chose that side, some chose this side. As I said, many of us chose both, but we don't remember it now. Because at this time we chose, okay, I have all these experiences, but this is a time I'm going to go in, use my experience and be the light and share my light and finish the duality, activate and connect to oneness consciousness. That's all of us we are doing. But I've done many past life regression, and I also have a memory of my past life. I did play the both sides in order to understand the whole thing and understand the human experience. So for me, I don't judge nobody. What we call Draco or Anunnaki or whatever they did, that was all part of agreement. That was like a experiment. It still is great experiment. That's why they call Earth the great experiment. Everything is as experiment. And we all chose to be here. We all choose to come down here, play the duality game, and then transmute it from within. That's what will happen. And there is no forgiveness. When we talk about forgiveness, that means we see ourselves as a victim. That means we see, okay, somebody came in, we had no power, and they victimize us. So now we are the good people and we are going to forgive them. But that's a victimizer vibration. To me, is see everything as a divine creation. And then now you see yourself as a creator, and there is no judgment for the experience. We learn whatever we need to learn from the experience. Now we are done with experience. Now we are transmuting it and accessing the divine oneness consciousness with no judgment. Because when we have a judgment, that means we are still connecting to victimizer vibration, which is very low vibration, which is that inverted matrix we've been talking about. So to me, there is no fallen angel. There was the role we agreed to play for each other in order to experience the human experience, and we did. And as I mentioned, and as you mentioned about the Lyra and other different star systems and in our galaxy, this has been going on for many, many long time. That's why all of us carry this DNA within us. So we are here basically to finish this conflict within us. And from there, basically, we are finishing everything in this galaxy, maybe in this universe. We have Lyran DNA, we have Anunnaki DNA, we have Pleiadian DNA, we have reptilian DNA within us. So now this is up to us to see everything as a creation and love everything as a creation and make a choice from that higher perspective and choose oneness consciousness. And from there, everything just collapses. There is no more conflict. There is no more duality. There is no enemy, victim, and victimizer. And we see everything as a God. And we love everything with no judgment. And everything dissolves because we are not feeding the duality anymore. We just see it as a creation and we say we're done with it. Thank you very much for experience and just drop it. But when we judge it, we are feeding that duality energy. When we are fighting something, we are feeding that duality consciousness. The only way to access the higher consciousness is by raising our vibration. Basically, within this reality, by raising our own personal consciousness, it's like a radio. We are tuning to higher consciousness. We don't even match with those higher, lower vibrational experiences anymore because we are here now. And they all collapse, which is happening right now. You can see everywhere you see, it's like a happening. Our financial system, government system, medical system, everything is collapsing because our vibration is rising and rising and rising. So without fighting with the old system, we just raise our vibration, access higher consciousness, and old system just collapses. And we start creating new from our heart, from unconditional love, and from the oneness consciousness.
Mm. Thank you, Jamal.
Thank you.
I love that when you're talking about this victim and victimizing programming. And yes, so this is also coming into this, when you're talking about forgiveness, compassion, that is the highest value, because that is when we have this compassion heart, they're showing that we can release and letting go. We're no longer like become neutrality, and also that not to have these push and pull energy. Like you said that when you tune out the dial, you want to raise. But if we are not healing from the lower chakras, the root, sacral, and solar, right, we will not go up. And even though that people always say that I want to go to the high up, but that they will go, but they will go down too. That become like balance.
Yes, but I like to use this analogy. Have you seen this, what is it called in English? Hot air balloon. You seen those hot air balloons?
Mhm.
For hot air balloon, in order to go up, the only thing they do, they release those sandbox. There's a sandbox, what they call it? Sandbox?
Mhm.
Not sandbox, sandbag attached to the hot air balloon. So if they want to go up, they release those weights and it automatically goes up. So this is exactly like us. We already have a high vibration. The only thing we need to do, let go of those old baggage, old belief systems, old whatever we adopt as our truth, which is most of us have, I'm not good enough. Most of us taking this idea of I'm not lovable. Most of us taking this program an idea that I'm powerless. Somebody else needs to make decisions for me. So we just need to drop all this baggage, which is coming mostly from our childhood, our education system, from our media, from Hollywood, from music industry. They just feeding us that fear and that you're not good enough. We need somebody to come and save us and make decisions for us. When we let go of all these programs and old belief systems, we already have high vibration. And then you stay there because nothing is attached to you. You just float like a, I don't know, like a surfing. You just surf the waves and you don't sink in them. So that's my personal experience. Sorry to interrupt, I just jump in.
All right, welcome, please. A little one.
Hello.
So I'll also thank you for sharing that. That is the perspective as well. And I will jump in here. I will honor myself to say that I disagree of what you said, because when we have this, if we have not clear of the old contract of triggered, being controlled, we not being loved, we will not ascend to a high vibration or high frequency. Okay, so that is a very important message that I wanted to share. Is every single code. When I say code, this is where it's like an ego, like you say, the ego, right? The ego consists of a few levels. So if we have the jealousy, comparison, competition, triggered, all of these emotional that is not clear and not healed, it will come back. We will not ascend. That's all I wanted to share.
That's 100% true. So
Mm.
when I talk about old baggage and old belief system, that's exactly what I'm talking
So it's
about.
not like sitting here and say, oh, now release now, I'm going. Cut the
No,
session
no.
and then go.
No,
That's a lot
release
of work.
means, yes, release means one by one, go there, see the triggers and see where are they coming from, process them, and then release them. Yes,
Yeah, and also that we come in
absolutely.
here, yes, we agree. We agree to come down to help, to help ourselves, that we birth into this family as a spiritual baby. We land into this womb space, the universe, cosmic womb space. That is the contract that this family will be learning this kind of like karmic or whatever that name is. And when you learn that, you will carry this karma. And we as an individual, we heal ourselves. We heal our lineage, we heal our ancestors. And from there, we continue to heal. And also we see ourselves as nature, like the trees, plant, and where's the root? And that is where we are healing self, we're healing external. So for me, this lifetime, I always said that I can only heal myself. This is not about like, I don't know, like ego or selfish. If I said that I'm healing myself and I'm healing collective, and myself is already very, very, very dense, because I have my own past, present, and future. So that's why we bring everything here to this current be present. That is where the healing is. And when you going to Middle East to experience that, from this organ, each Bindu chakras is the stargate. We can go and heal that within the body. That's why body is the divine vessel. That's why it's soul and body together, walking together and journeying together. And that is all. Soul is collaborate. It's just like 12 set in the metaphoric, so that we can ascend in this way. Yeah. So even though when you do the walk, like doing the walk, and sometimes I will feel like suddenly I get triggered. And I was like, is that I'm asking a lot of that. Trigger means that, this is the remembrance. So I have my very, very first time in my lilac constellation. I don't really journey to this like very beginning. So when I look at the sky, it's showing me a lot of the war. And I was like, is there something to do with me? But I just keep on crying. And my body started to shake. So that is the cells memory is coming through for me to remember that victim and victimizer. So if we are the victim, if we are the victimizer, we come into a three-way forgiveness. Forgive the person who did the wrong thing to us, to forgive self, so that we don't feel that I am this, I am that, because that is shooting the arrow to self, right? So that is part of it. And also that I forgive other people. It's so, for my journey in the beginning, I felt so difficult to forgive myself. It's so difficult that someone do something wrong to me, right? It's just unbelievable. Like you told me about past life, I was like, this lifetime, I am so good. I'm nothing. In good family, this, I was like, and then when I journeyed past, I was like going down, like crying on the floor, like crying, like so painful in my body. Healing coming in, just like you said, drop the baggage. It's like, yes, we don't control it, right? You just slowly release releasing the tears, all these, whatever that your modality, the tools that you have. Some people do journaling, some people talking to people, just staying within as well, right? That is literally your release. It's actually easy to heal, but self-acknowledgement, self-acceptance is the biggest. Honoring self, honoring others is also very important. So regardless these matrices that we focus here today, is we cannot control external. We have our own matrices in around us and within us. Because this is our neural network, it's also part of matrices. Neural network or part of brain, not only on the brain. Everywhere is neural pathway. So as me, as a woman's body, my neural pathway, one of them is my womb space. I have to go in and clear that womb space. And I can't really drop the back so easy as in this womb space. Or the sexual. Even though this lifetime, yes, I don't have any sexual, I have nothing at all. I was so egoic when I first joined, like, oh, no, my sex is fine, nothing, right? When past life all come out, right? I was like, why? I asked so many questions, right? And I was like, I don't want to forgive you because you do this to me. But that is even inject arrow back to me. Like this body is descending by not forgiveness, for not forgiving, and even not forgiving myself. I feel like I'm so dirty. It's just like, why am I feeling this dirty? Where is this coming from? This is for me to experience the feeling of it. I was like, fuck, right? Literally. I was like, so now I know that this is the experience of being victimized, become a victim. Feel every single womb layer lining, heal it. From there, my body becomes lighter. Love coming to my heart opens. You don't know how many layers of brick inside my heart, outside my heart, I couldn't feel. I literally have no emotion, even though my heart is pumping. I don't know what is love. And people say, how do you love your husband? Oh, I can love other people. So easy. I can't even love myself. Oh yeah, I have self-love. I just go above and pampering that. I'm loving myself. I was like, when I have these, I was like, what is compassion? I'm actually seeking compassion. I have this compassion awakening on the yoga mat when Savasana. And I see, like, you know, it helping me, definitely, the divine feminine helping me to awaken my heart. Heart opened, womb opened, solar plexus come back, this my energy coming back. And then this channel brighten up, my mind literally reorganized itself. Neural pathway reorganize itself, magnetic outside, reorg. It's feel different. My body feel tingling now, different. The eyes see clearer. Here, so clear, so far away. I can hear it. I can feel what is coming through by wind, by just holding hand. It goes through my palm. I can feel. After this, my training, myself, when this open, healing here, so that slowly it come up, like you said, ascend, vibration, frequency, whatever that means. For me, it's frequency. It runs itself. It's not that chill up, high frequency like a radio. Someday you're like, oh my goodness, you know, that was my 2 years. If you were not really working on your lower chakras in your high vibration, it will be you fall, you don't even know how to get up sometimes. It's heavy in these matrices. So that is my journey. So yeah.
It's beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And you know, whatever your so-called healing and the releasing, you're also doing it for collective. So you are uploading your experience to collective consciousness. So you're opening the portal for rest of humanity to use your experiences. That's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much. So I feel so blessed that Jamal here is really internal, like you know, like for me to be sharing this in Sacred Heart Valley is literally individual. It's courageous for me. And thank you for coming into here to collaborate together with me in a way that to get out of this comfort zone, to share. And we are going to share more of it because I don't know you, but for me, it's just we come together just like, wow, we really want to share this. And we just open and just, you know, by sharing is so healing.
Absolutely, yes,
Mm.
100%, yes. And I'm like to thank you for creating this beautiful space and safe space to people like me and others to come in and share whatever they have to share and learn and expand. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jamal. And I'm here to say that thank you for people who are watching this. And you have any comment, you can find us on the Sacred Heart Valley or the comment on the YouTube bottom, and I can respond to you. We can respond to you as well. Thank you. Yes,
Thank you very much.
thank
Bye
you.
now.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.